digital transformation across business vertical, etc., etc. But then security has been core of everything. So cyber security 3.0 typically to me is the next phase of evaluation of cybersecurity practices, which is complemented by advanced technologies, adaptive defense strategies, holistic approach to protect the entire digital systems and data. Now this phase builds upon various iterations or changes with advent of new technologies coming into the cybersecurity world. As you rightly said, 1.0 was all about firewalls, antivirus softwares, IPS, IDS, etc., etc. And 2.0 was more about, when we talked about uh, uh, behavioral analytics, threat learning, etc., etc. Now, 3.0 is something which we will see, or we have in fact started seeing that AI/ML, zero trust architecture, we are getting deception technologies, quantum cryptography coming in. The line between the OT and the IT systems are becoming very thin. What we are hearing, the buzzword now, the cyber physical security integrations. So all of that coming together, I think cyber security 3.0 is going to become more complex and more difficult to work around. And of course, CISOs will have to be on their toes to ensure the protection of these data and systems. So there is a lot to be covered, in 2.0 to 3.0 transition on cybersecurity. If we take a couple of examples, I think let's talk about adaptability and proactivity. 2.0 was more like, when firewalls, IDS, IPS, they were all rule-based systems. 3.0 is more like, identifying the data packet transfer more like in real-time world, identifying anomalies, predict potential threats based on the patterns and behaviors of data which you will go through. That's one aspect. Second is this zero trust has created a lot of understanding. Now in 2.0 on cybersecurity, it was more about perimeter security, internal networks are secure, etc., etc. But advent of COVID, the world got taught about perimeter security has dissolved. There is nothing. So in 3.0, the zero trust security plays an extremely important role, and then you don't have implicit rules on your network devices or network perimeter requiring continuous authentication, etc. So that has become a big advantage that I don't trust anybody, and then based on the trust factor established, that's how zero trust is brought into it. Third is the response time and automation all across. 2.0, of course, it was time consuming. There was no integrations available. But in 3.0, we are seeing, the CISOs or the security operation centers and the teams are demanding, the full-time single dashboard to give you the report, detection, response, mitigation plans, and detection to resolution. So right from acknowledgement of attack till remediation, and then build a playbook around it. Fourth important point in 3.0, which I at least seeing in the enterprise IT or enterprise world, is the integration of cyber physical system, which is the new term which has been coming on the block. A lot of IT OT integrations are coming in. 2.0 was more like focused on securing your physical or digital assets. But 3.0 is all about connecting your OT data, critical infrastructure, IoT, integrate and enforce security parameters and measures there, and to ensure the physical and cyber are very well protected. All of that. Last not the least, I think the deception technologies are playing a lot of improvements into the cybersecurity world. 2.0, we never heard there is something called as a deception technology, but in 3.0, I've been doing some products architecture for some large OEMs, and we are now using deception technologies where we are deploying honeypots and fake data to mislead these attackers and detect breaches more effectively and efficiently, so that while it remains the cat mouse game, but it helps you give this outcome that you are well protected. Uh, in my view, today there are only two types of companies in the world today. One, they got hacked. Second, they don't know who are hacked. Right? So yes, it will remain the cat mouse game, but then it is the question of you will fail, but then how quickly you can come back. So it is good that you fail, but fail fast and recover faster is what the mode would be. So these technology and components of adaptability, proactivity, deception technologies, zero trust architecture, integration of your just not the digital assets but the physical assets, IoT data, it becomes critical. So you have a complete landscape view for a CISO dashboard to see what all is going on, what is in my flight, what is planned, what has been moving around, and it could have a better control for the CISO there on the systems. This is what I think the cybersecurity 3.0 will bring to the ecosystem and on the table for the CISO.